Week 9 of the $100,000 stock challenge. My name is Shug. I make videos like this every single week. So if you find this video interesting, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and share this video with a friend and help them get better by 1% each and every day, because you know that is the motto. With that being said, I'm gonna stop yapping and dive directly into it. As you can see by that title, we're gonna be talking about, are we in a market crash or are we in a market correction, right? So by definition, a market correction is when a market drops anywhere between 10 and 20%, right? From a recent market high. Even though the market has been down since maybe November, end of October, November, we kind of started seeing the market slowly but surely drop a little bit more each and every day, right? So, and a market crash is anything that's a rapid drop off, like a rapid severe drop off of 20% or more, right? So with that being said, the past 3 to 4 months, the market has been slowly dropping, right? Currently we're at that 16.84% of market correction. It is a very strong correction, but it's not considered a market crash at the moment, man. So I really want to clear that up. I know a lot of people are panicking. And when coach said when they panic, we pounce, right? I also got the fear of greed put up. The fear of greed is a very strong indicator, right? It could tell you when the market is going to drop, like, if the market is crashing, or, the market is slowly correcting, right? It's currently sitting at 43. Last year, it was kind of more of a market crash, right? When they put out all the money in the market from 1 year ago today, it was sitting at 29, right? That is more of a market crash than anything, right? Even though, the stocks are down fairly around the board, right? But man, that's from people, chasing stocks, right? Chasing high plays, right? When SoFi for example, SoFi was at $28, $29 and people was buying. I said, hey man, don't buy SoFi at $28, right? The buying range, you could get SoFi at $24, sometimes even 25, sometimes even $24, right? That was a good buying zone, and ride it back up to that $28, for some quick short rinse and repeat plays, right? So you gotta know not to buy high. And I know it's another mistake that a lot of people made, right? That it's the biggest no-no. They let their green plays turn red because they did not set a stop loss. They did not set it. So they watched their profits slowly but surely dwindle away. That's what you can't do in these type of markets, right? You gotta learn how to set that stop loss. I know a play that I told you guys that I was going to get in, which was Netflix, right? Netflix today, stock split at $115. And I said, bro, Netflix is gonna come down. Be patient. Netflix is gonna come down to about, $100 to $98, right? That was my buying range, right? My average cost in Netflix is $117 was my average cost. And it's currently down from that to $77.43, right? Based off a whole lot of things, right? I know I said you gotta understand why the market is going down, right? Especially in the plays that you're going in, right? So I know why Netflix is down, right? It's because of the whole acquisition with Warner Brothers. They feel like they're paying too high for it, still not closing. There's a lot of uncertainty going around Netflix, right? But man, those are still prime opportunities to buy quality blue chip companies like Netflix, right? When you see the market is down, the wealth is being transferred, right? And this, for the little guys that's starting off, this is your time. This is the sale that you've been waiting on, right? To get in some quality plays, right? Let's say everyone is an expert when the market is going up, right? But when the market is going down, people are not not too confident, right? Like I told you, I'm not an expert trader, never came on here to say that I'm this one great trader, right? But I do look for certain pairs, right? I look for reverse patterns, right? So the market's going up, I'm looking for double bottoms, right? Because when you see the double bottoms, the market is going up, right? I look for 3 green soldiers. But when the market is down, I'm not an expert, right? I stick to what I know. So I look for double tops. Very simple, right? If it's up high, if you see the up top, you know it's going down, right? I could do a very detailed video on that later. If you guys want, just comment down below if you guys want me to break down some double tops and really analyze that trade so we can make some quick money in that. But also, if you don't feel comfortable trading, this is the great time to buy some quality ETFs that's gonna pay you some quality dividends, and you could get it at a really nice price while you wait for the market to go up as well, man. ETFs are a great way, especially when you can buy them at a discounted price, man. You can't chase these stocks. I feel like that's where a lot of people went wrong. They chased a lot of these stocks to get in there. They bought them at the tippity top of the crop price. You know, like prime example, Uber. A lot of people brought Uber when it was like $93, $95. A lot of people got in Uber, right? That's when Uber was at a great high, right? I think the 52-week high was 102 was the 52-week high for Uber, and a lot of people bought at that premium, right? But when I say when you buy stocks, know your levels, right? You gotta, I got my book here. Oh, no, my book is right here, man. My $100,000 stock challenge, man. You gotta document that, man. You gotta know your levels. You have to know your levels when you buy stocks, right? Those are the main reasons why people make a lot of mistakes. They just get in stocks, they buy high, they don't really understand it. They don't know when the earnings reports are. They don't know anything about the stock. They just say, hey, so-and-so told me to buy this stock because it's gonna go up, so I bought it, right? And that's the biggest mistake that anyone could make because they did not do their research, right? Like I said, I did my research. I was not able to get into Netflix as a profit. I'm currently down $606 in Netflix, 23.57%. That's kind of my biggest L at the moment. I'm not gonna say it's really a L because I thought I bought it at a reasonable price. I knew it was gonna dip. I did not think it's gonna dip that much from the stock split price. But you know what that means? I want to continue to buy in. I know Netflix is not gonna stay at $77 for long. It's not gonna stay there. Maybe next year it's gonna be back up at that, $130 range, right? Maybe even this year it's gonna be $130 range, right? I know once they acquire this Warner Brothers acquisition, it's gonna continue to rise and go up in price, right? But if you take away anything from this video, man, the thing is, one, know when the market is in a crash or correction. You have to know the difference, right? Don't just let people, the market's crashing, take your money out, right? Those people are panicking, right? Because they don't understand. So don't panic. When they panic, you pounce on these opportunities, right? This is what you've been waiting for. Number two, know your levels when you buying stocks, right? And when you buy those, make sure you set your stop loss. If you guys want me to do another video breakdown on actually how to set a stop loss, let me know as well, man, because you gotta set your stop loss. You cannot let those green plays turn red. You waited 3-4 months for these stocks to actually go up and get in a nice buying zone to buy your opportunities, bid out you some solid positions in them, and you didn't set your stop loss and let all those green plays turn red. That is the worst thing you could absolutely do, right? And the fourth thing is, right, you have to know what plays are your long-term plays, what plays are your medium-term plays, and what plays are your short-term plays, right? You have to understand that, right? If you don't understand that, everything's gonna seem like a good play. This is gonna seem that good. That's gonna seem good. You have to learn how to properly break down stocks and identify them so you can make proper moves in the market, man. But that's all I got for this video. See you guys next week. Peace.